Hey guys, what's up? I hope everybody's doing well. So I have really good news. We are transferring to a digital waiver system. This is very cool because very good things about this. They say about 75% of the guests that we have check in before they arrive. So that's really nifty. It's going to be saving us time. It's going to be saving us paper, and hopefully just make it a smoother process for everyone. And everything's going to be stored digitally. You don't have to take a picture anymore and upload it. Like that part will be taken care of. Now, this has two parts. It collects emails from all the guests, and has them sign a liability waiver, which means that if anything happens on the boat, it is their responsibility. And it also includes their media request. So you could tell if somebody, I mean, as far as like socially, they opt in for social media, as in we can post on their behalf. So a very important things about this, a very, very important thing is that you have to have everybody sign in. Just with the old paper system, we have to have every single guest sign in with this one. Because imagine if somebody gets hurt, God forbid somebody dies, you don't want to have that responsibility on yourself. When I was a tour guide, very first tour guide in a different company, they very clearly said if you don't have these things signed, the police will say you are responsible for this accident. So I was always very careful and aware of this. So you have to be also very cautious and aware. So make sure every single person gets signed in. And speaking about safety, these liability sheets are very, very important, like I mentioned. They're so important that I believe if you just say, oh, I forgot to check somebody in, or I forgot to do the head count, or like whatever reason that you may come up with, we were pressured, we were leaving late, like whatever reason, you will not get compensated for your trip that day. I think it's not fair, and for many reasons. But if you are not doing your job as making sure that not just the customer, guest is safe, but that you are protected as well, and the captain that we're working with is protected, and that the company that we work with, Jet Spray Boat Tours, Just Naked Boat Tours, all that is protected. I believe that if you're missing that safety element, you will not get compensated for the trip. Very plain. I think that just makes sense. And also, you will be, potentially have to leave the company, because if your interest is not our safety, uh, equal to the guests, and I think it's important that you do not work with us. It's so important to make sure, first and foremost, the guests are safe, you're safe, the captain's safe, everybody's safe. So safety is very important, and that lets us have the best jobs that we have today. So there's going to be two forms. Basically, there's going to be a form that when they arrive, they have already signed. So this is it's unique because when they do a tour, the guest automatically gets an email to do the waiver, and then they have to send it to their guest. So this information is already pre-filled, like their date and the activity that they're doing. So let's go through the process when somebody shows up and you say, did you sign in, do the waiver liability? And they say, no, we didn't. How do we do that? They say, no problem, I have the code. So you have codes here. We're going to be giving you a QR code like this. You show it to them, they scan it, they do it on their phone. What happens if they don't have Wi-Fi? What happens if they don't have a phone? Well, they have to find somebody with a phone, with one of their friends. They should have a phone with Wi-Fi or something like that. If not, last resort, there's D's Coffee Shop. That's last resort. Or you could also do it on your phone. You could type it in for them. It's very quick. And they do have to sign with their fingers. So you could give them your phone. You could do whatever. So those are the options. But they have to do this. We're getting rid of the paper one. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the screen so we could do it together. Okay? So together, so when you see, I sent it in our text messages. So there's a few things here. There's the link, which is the web version. It's like a link you could send to somebody, or you could send text it to our phone. But I think the QR code is like the easiest one. So there's a QR code. So let's say you scan the QR code. Where does it take them? It takes them to this website. So this is the site. Let's get started. Okay. So this is, like I said, this is whenever they have not signed in with their filled out link. So you have to say today's date is the 5th. These people are on vacation, so have that in mind. So say, oh, today's the 5th of September for the waiver liability. So choose a future date. Okay, so we're just gonna pick the 6th just to have this. So this is the part that gets a little confusing for the guests probably. You have to tell them which tour they're doing, or which, in this case, which activity you booked for. So, for example, we're going to be doing so where do you get this information, for example? So I already have a calendar event here. So it says Tri-Tune Fort A to Yalapa, Jet, Los Muertos. So if you look at the bottom, under the booking number, there's Luxury Tri-Tune. It's also at the top, but this is kind of the formal internal name that we have. So just say, oh, you're going to be doing the Luxury Tri-Tune today. Okay. So September 6th, Luxury Tri-Tune, that's going to be their activity. So they hit next. This is very important because later to find your information, you have to, this is how you're going to see that people can swim, they opt in for photos and all this other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put Jet Guerra. Next. And I can put my age. I'm 34, girls. Also country code. Some people don't know their country code. America is 1, Mexico is 52. I'll go ahead and put my US number, 6937442. Okay, done. Do you have any medical conditions I should be aware of? Say yes. Okay. Just for example, see dislocated knee, for example. Next. Can you swim? No, I can't. How did you hear about this? So this is their option, so they got a few options, TripAdvisor. Would you like to opt out over social media? This is very self-explanatory. Opt in, opt out. So this is the release of liability. This is the part that's very important. We have it in Spanish as well if you want to read that, but I'll read it. Go ahead and read it in English. Thank you for joining us on Jet's Boat Tours. On today's tour, you will get the opportunity to participate in activities like snorkeling, swimming, boating, eating tasty seafood, drinking alcohol, etc. By citing below, you acknowledge there's a risk associated with these activities and are participating at your own risk, and releasing Jet's Boat Tours of any and all liability. Please be mindful of the safety indications from our guide, Captain, to ensure safety guests. Guests agree to pay for lost snorkel equipment or damages to the boat and or equipment. Gracias, let's explore paradise. That's the same thing in Spanish. They have to do I agree, hit next. And then this is where they put in their email. .com. So hit next, and then they opt out for promotions. This is where you put your signature. Next. And then submit now. Voila, it's finished. So then they'll give you as you see, they'll give you that thank you for pre-arrival form. So they could either share this link to their friends with their text messages, or they could check in another guest on their phone. So hit done. So, okay, everybody's checked in. Everybody got checked in. Yes, yes, yes. You have to confirm this. So to confirm this, we're going to go to this dashboard. I'm going to give you this web as well. It's called loginwherewolf.co. I'm going to log out so you can see how to log in. So I'll be sending you these credentials as well. But for now, it's info at jetsprivateboattours.com for now. And then I believe guide waiver is the password. Again, I'll be sending this to you. So now we're in. So here we have the information. So let's go to daily. So today is the 6th. So for example, we see, so you're going to be like, okay, imagine it's a full day. There's tons of people signed up. So you're going to go to your activity, which was the luxury Tri-Tune. They have people signed up. There you go. And then today, and let's see. So then we got actually there's a Tri-Tune going out today, so that's why we see this. So luxury Tri-Tune, and it's pink, so that kind of separates, I believe, things. So we have Jet Guerra, luxury Tri-Tune. I put in I can't swim, that's why there's no check. I have a medical dislocated key. I did opt in for photos, checked in, edit. So here you could put notes if you need. whenever things go wrong, you can put customer not happy, I believe. Yeah. Every key edits. You could edit their thing as well. If they had a problem, and you could either ask them to sign in again, or you can say, "Don't worry, I'll edit it for you." They put the wrong date or something like this. So there we go. So whenever you do these activities, for example, the day before, let's see who got checked in. We have a lot of people checked in actually. Let's see, luxury tritune. So you got your, let's do this again. Luxury tritune. I believe there were 7 people on yesterday. Oh, there's 9. So here we see luxury tritune. Everybody checked in. Everybody could swim, and everybody could swim. And there's everybody. Actually, somebody did not opt in for the photos. So they checked in, and everything's good to go. So there we go. That's how you kind of get your information. So this is kind of the list. So another thing that we're going to be doing is, in order to have a control of, like, because in this list there's so many. Even if you do reservation, you could filter this. You can see how many people are on your tour by doing several things. You could filter. For example, you hit their reservation ID. It's not the booking ID, but you could see the tritunes are all grouped up. Then we have somebody checked in for the Ferrari, one for the Azimuth, and then one for luxury tritune. But so these are grouped by the reservation ID, the pre-filled forms I mentioned. But let's say so 2 people arrived, and I say, okay, what's your name? Dahlia. Okay, Dahlia, great. So I just go in, just making sure you're currently selected. Great. And then Mackenzie shows up, and oh, your name is Mackenzie. Great. My name is Claudia. Nice to meet you. I have you signed up. So the nice thing about this is that let's say you have 3 people sign up on your tour. You hit the staff, and then if I'm Claudia, I'm like, oh look, I already have my 3. But this could get better whenever there's 6, 10, 20 people, look, whatever, So you could hit the staff, and that's gonna help you organize your group, and also whenever another tour guide has the same tour, same day trip, they're gonna know, okay, well, these people have already been checked in, so it kind of like leaves them their options. So this is what we're gonna be doing to have a little bit more control. And then when they convert, they get their thank you email from TripAdvisor. It's gonna have your name as well. And guys, very good news. What is the Jets Pass bracelet? So this pass has actually been something that actually was very successful on the naked tours, and now we're extending it to all the tours that we do. So let me show you what that is all about. Okay. So the bracelets that you're going to be putting onto the guest, not only are you going to be able to use it to see who checked in, but sometimes people will show up with the bracelet already on, because they can get it, as you see on the screen, from the naked tours, from the boat tours, from the hostel. We also do host mixer events from the PV Gaze group, and we also have a tour agency, Jet Stop Tours, which just basically sells tours to people. We don't do operations on that. We just sell the tours. So it takes you to this website. You scan it, and they give you certain discounts. So the nice thing about this is that we've partnered up with a lot of other companies, and there's actually a lot more that I haven't added to the website yet. But we partnered to them to give them discounts. So it's the ultimate pass, hundreds of discounts, benefits, VIP upgrades, all this other stuff. They can purchase it at locations like Chashalaka Bar coming soon, or but we're going to be giving it away for free on our tours. So you can hit more, learn more. So like I said, we do boats, nude beach, hostel, tours, and events. So then they get certain discounts. So like, for example, if somebody does the naked tour, they get a discount off the boat tours, the private boat tours. Somebody stays at the hostel, they get a discount at the naked tours. And then the Jet Stop Tours is already there's a lot of discounts on there. If you ever guys want to check it out, we have access to a lot of really good prices on there. So if you want to do one of these, we could give you our pricing as well. There's ziplining, horseback, and also if you guys sell these other tours to other people, we could probably give you a commission. But the Jet Stop Tours is already so cheap that we generally don't give commissions for those, unfortunately. But if you send us customers, if it's a large group, we could probably do that. So then receive Jets Pass at events. So we also do mixtures with 21. There's a group that I have 20 to 1,000 people. It's a very large group for the gays. So we have a lot of influence on that. That's why we do a lot of tours. And then plus many more discounts. So here, for example, you get 25% off waxing for men, you get free drink at Casa Cupola, and yada yada yada. You get a lot of discounts, 10% off lifestyle vacations. So we're gonna be having barbershops, clothing stores. We have Amsterdam on there. So if you guys also want to wear the bracelet, you could go and enjoy these benefits. You know, you could just tell them that you work for us, and you know, if you don't, no, si no te aprovechas, if you don't like take advantage of it too much, I think you could get with it. You know, get some discounts as well. So yes, that is the Jets Pass bracelet that is soon to come. So that's how we're going to be handling the process to see who checked in and who did not. So people cannot get on the boat unless they checked in. Okay, this is very important, and I think this is very self-explanatory from the rest of the things. I don't know if you have any questions. After watching this video, I will be talking to you individually just to make sure you have any questions or you know have any questions about the system. And let me know anything. So anyway, I'm very glad about this. It seems to be a good system, and we don't have to worry about carrying the clipboards anymore. Okay, so thank you so much, and I hope you guys had a really, really great day and a beautiful morning. Bye.